Welcome, Gemini, to your mid-month and end of the month reading. I'm going to put them both together, guys, since we had just a small month and, of course, just had a big reading done with that fire horse readings and Ring of Fire. So let's go ahead and in this month together, putting them together, squeezing them together as one energy. See what's coming towards you after this big fire horse enters and this Ring of Fire. So it's kind of interesting to see kind of like what the new era is bringing towards you. So let's get ready. And after this, guys, we'll have the Mercury retrograde, right? So we'll get that Mercury retrograde up. Okay. Getting that Mercury retrograde on the 25th. It's already in motion. It just hasn't settled yet. Okay. It started on the 11th. So you could already be starting to feel that. So let's see what's going on. Going to straight to your career, money and direction for your finances, and then I will do your love and partnership. Okay, so let's get in here. Beautiful Gemini, please. Best message for Gemini. You have the universe coming out. I like that right off the bat. It's saying we're going to step right into the new world. We have a completion going on over here with some justice energy. To the sun in reverse. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I love the universe because that's the world card, and it's really showing how you are stepping out of this chapter. This chapter is ending. It's reaching its completion as we speak. So, Gemini, you might be feeling like you've done everything you could in this situation. Okay, but at least with the justice here, it's bringing in this evaluation, new decisions, contracts, could be some accountability going on over here. Could be asking questions like, was this fair enough? Was this right for me? Right? Is this where I want to be? Kind of reminds me of the Taurus Gemini. There was a lot of questions in that one too. The Taurus Gemini cusp, they were asking a lot of questions. So it's that Gemini energy that's really coming out. If you guys are on the cusp, you might want to watch that because it is talking about that as well. So there is definitely that connection. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab a couple of tarot cards on this. I feel like with the sun reversed to the Eight of Swords, there's definitely some uncertainty after this ending. Confidence might not feel like it's completely where it needs to be just yet. So you might still be feeling a little stuck with the Eight of Swords mentally. And then once again, there's that feeling of what's next, right? From one question to the next question, questions. You do have the Two of Wands to the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, that, you know what? I feel like that should be right side up. I don't know why. I just feel like it should be. I don't feel like it should be reversed. I feel like it should be right side up on top of that sun. Because I do feel like no matter what, you're getting some kind of emotional awareness. And I do feel like the universe is going to end up guiding you through this situation. I just feel it. So I'm leaving it right side up. I don't think it should have been upside down. To the High Priestess. Yeah, definitely feeling like you have that clarity. See, I knew it. That's exactly how I feel, though, too. Hey, you know what? If you want it sideways, we could put it sideways, because then sideways would just say, I could be looking deep in within my cup to know that I'm still asking these questions. But I don't think that's going to end up happening in the end of the month, though, because I still feel in the end of the month, the Queen of Cups is still going to come right side up. I still feel like no matter what, she's going to be here, and you're going to find that emotional balance and grounding within yourself to say, you know what? It's time. It's time for me to come to this conclusion, and I'm going to find the answers, because you have the High Priestess. See, so no matter what, I'm putting it right side up. Right now it could be upside down, and that's fine. But I would feel like that was more of a past, because I feel right now in the mid-month, you're digging deep within that cup. I think that even though you're asking those questions, you're looking internally and then listening for the answers of your higher self to come to this conclusion of clarity. And that's what I really, truly believe. So I do feel like, not every answer comes from thinking, but when you allow the clarity to come naturally before making your next move, it's definitely like something, I just feel it's something you're going to do. Because you're going to say, you know what, I just can't keep thinking and asking all these questions and then not looking for deep within the intuition for the answer. So I do feel like you're going to trust the intuition over your logical mind. Your logical mind's what's asking all these questions. So I do feel like there's going to be, if I pull some more cards, I'm not going to say that it's there, but I would say, yeah, here's the Temperance. But I was saying Hangman energy, where it's like, I'm going to just sit still for a second and then figure out the situation. But you're going to become more calm in the situation. Yeah, putting everything to rest, not being at a crossroads anymore. Having that better understanding and not feeling stuck. Making those right decisions. Not feeling like you're at a crossroads within all these different things that are running through your mind right now. And you have that, that solar eclipse going on that brings in that clarity. It throws that confusion out and then says, hey, here's the clarity. So I do feel like you are going to find that new direction to take that next step. Okay, I like it. I feel like you're on your way to something bigger and better. You're going to find the answer that you need. Something's going to click. Maybe it'll be symbolic, right? Maybe you'll see it on TV. Maybe you'll see it in a billboard. Maybe it'll just come to your to your mind while you're driving or in the bathtub or sleeping in a dream, however, right? But I just feel like something's going to click. So, it's not really the time to force any action. It's time to just listen internally. That way you can choose your next path. Let's get to Pillar 2, love and your personal life. Clarifying on the situation, please, for the beautiful Gemini. Three or four cards, please. 3 or 4 cards. We have the Star card coming out with the Lovers, 2 Destiny, and the Hierophant. Wow. Well, there's definitely some kind of hope and unfinished emotional connection going on here, whether it's for you or someone else that's around you. Let's look and see what's going on. Some kind of, with the Lovers, some kind of meaningful bond. With the Wheel, it almost feels like something's coming back around with the Hierophant. The desire to make some kind of right moment, make something serious, make something honest. Let's see what we have here. We have the Page of Cups to the Fool. Here it is. Now, whether or not you want this connection, Gemini, is going to be different for everyone. You could say, good, I want this, or you could say, no thanks, on to the next. Because this is saying that there is some kind of a message or apology coming. Definitely whatever it is, it's some kind of emotional outreach from someone. Right now, we'll call your person Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I'm going to say Scorpio for now, but it doesn't have to be. Could be anybody. But this person wants a fresh new start with you. The Six of Cups is definitely some kind of past connection. It's someone who cannot stop thinking about you, Gemini. Okay? They're having nostalgic feelings. So this is definitely your ex. And it might not even be an ex. It could just be somebody that you haven't dated, somebody that you know who wanted a chance with you, who felt like they had a missed opportunity with you. Okay? But whatever it is, this is deeper than just Mercury retrograde. Okay? This is some kind of closure energy for the majority of you that's trying to turn into a conscious new choice of wanting this with you. Or like I said, or someone with a missed opportunity. Someone who felt like they could have been with you and they want to have this with you. And so they're going to reach out to try to do this. They have this curiosity and possibility. Curiosity of what is Gemini doing? The possibility of could we still be together, or could we work this out, or will they give me a chance? Whether it's will they give me a chance, to actually form a relationship with them, or will they give me a chance to renew my love towards them and make this apology towards them? Okay. Like I said, whether or not you're going to take that is up to you. But this is showing someone who is reflecting. Somebody who's reconsidering and wondering if they can have a chance or try again. That's it. But I do feel like they're approaching you more gentle than they ever have before. Because they're coming in as this Page of Cups, which is very gentle. They're saying, look, this is what I have for you. Look, I got you flowers. Now remember, guys, you're not always meant to repeat the past. We just had the solar eclipse. That puts the past where the past needs to be. That Ring of Fire says, leave the past alone and let's move to the future. So whether or not you want to give the past another try, or, however, like I said, that's up to you. But I want you to understand that you should only revisit if it aligns with who you've already become. If this person is not who you are, if they're still going on who you were yesterday and they do not align to your purposes and values of today, and you've grown matured, and matured above them, then you obviously don't want to take back something that is not aligned with you. We're just going to keep it there, okay? Because this can be a very karmatic revisit moment, okay? This is like the cycle is closed, but the reflection of happiness still is within this person. So you have to ask yourself, if something's returning, do I choose differently from that, or do I go back to where it was? That is all. Because that's what the fire horse energy, that's what the solar eclipse energy does. And then of course with that Mercury retrograde, like I said, it's deeper than Mercury retrograde in a lot of ways, but it also has that feeling, no matter what, of that karmic return, right? So let's get an overall message. We're going to look at your fire horse influence, since we just got through that, so we can kind of look and see what's going on in this new beginning that we just had, this new era that just started. This fresh new cycle. It's not about rushing, that's for sure. Knight of Swords to the Hermit. So it's definitely not about rushing. It's about conscious choice instead of just automatic response. It's saying don't just automatically respond because this person cares. Like I said, some of you might not even care at all. Okay. You might just be like, good, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. That way I know. Block, ghost, don't respond, right? And then others of you are like, okay, let me think about this. Okay. But like I said, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here for guidance and to tell you what the cards say. That is all. Having the strength to carry on. And that's really what it is. It's a returning chapter. In fact, I'm going to put that, guys, on the thumbnail. Returning chapter, because that's really what it is. Okay. I think that'll be perfect on the thumbnail. Because you have a lot of cycles that are completed. Look, you have cycles that are completed over here within your job and your career, which is doing something new. And then you have this one over here that's trying to renew itself. Kind of interesting. You have one that's trying to renew itself and one that's closing. That is crazy. If you think about it, that's crazy. You have a cycle that's completing itself, and then now the truth is returning to itself. The truth, right? And it's like, this is my truth. This is what's going on within the situation, right? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Okay, then. Oh, that will be it. And like I said, the next reading will be for Mercury retrograde. And if you guys are looking for a personal reading, you can check that out in the description area. If you're looking for the fire, if you need help with fire horse guided meditation or that solar eclipse, I did them together for that ring of fire. You still have you have about 24 hours or so left to do that. Okay. Okay, guys, you can check that out on Relaxing Whispers Meditation. All you have to do is click underneath the description area, okay? And that will be there for you guys to meditate and get that done, okay? Okay, guys, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.